Yes, our pigs are out again, and we just cannot understand why. Look at their enclosure. It's expansive. They have a creek to wallow in. There's trees, there's grass. It's a beautiful home. So why do they continue to escape? We always go the extra mile for our animals. We want them to live a life they love. We want them to be happy, to have space, and to enjoy their lives while they're with us. And in general, they're quite happy. So why, when we go the extra mile, does it sometimes seem like it's not enough? We've all heard the phrase, to go the extra mile, right? But have you ever wondered why it matters? Why taking those extra steps can make such a difference? Whether it's in work, relationships, or personal goals, going beyond what's expected isn't just about doing more. It's about shaping who we are and what we're capable of. Taking the time to put in that extra effort brings more than just results. It builds self-respect, self-trust, and self-confidence. The greatest experience I've had with going the extra mile is the recent unexpected rewards that I received from the parents of the children I cared for in my early learning business. During my career, I created amazing relationships with the children and families that I worked with. And my reward through those relationships, experiences, and my own growth was wonderful. Then recently, these rewards increased when I began publishing children's books and creating resources for early learning educators. The parents of these children gave permission for me to use their photos which I took during their time with me. They wrote testimonials for me and they cheered me on wholeheartedly in my new endeavour. Had I not gone the extra mile and put my heart and soul into every day with these children and their families, I would not have experienced these extended rewards. And for that, I am truly grateful. Going the extra mile opens doors we might never see otherwise. It challenges us to be resourceful, to persevere, and to show up for ourselves and others. And the benefits can ripple out, inspiring those around us and building a world that feels purposeful and rewarding. We've had to have the pig in here in the horse yards for a short period of time. Cow. And this is generally where the sheep sleep at night time because we have a lot of wild dogs and dingoes around. But before I put the sheep back, I need to thoroughly clean this area and spray it with a decent insecticide, an all-rounder, so that it kills any lungworm or any other pests that pigs carry that you certainly don't want your sheep to get. It was just a very short while ago that we finished up one of our pig cells out in the paddock there, moved them on, and the sheep went and grazed there and ended up with lungworm and got very sick from it. So making sure that before the sheep come back into this area, it's thoroughly cleaned, all feces removed, the soil's turned over, fully sprayed with a pesticide and allowed to dry up to make sure that everything is spick and span before the sheep come back in, because that's animal husbandry. You want to look after your animals. So let's get on with it. The poo's going into the pumpkin patch. Always pump clean water through your pesticides or herbicide spray containers at the end so that your nozzles don't get blocked up. Going the extra mile to ensure the health and safety of the sheep was a good feeling. It was a relief to know that the night yard was safe for them to sleep in that night, not only from preying animals, but from microscopic animals that can really do some harm.
Hello.
So, how about these pigs then? In the spirit of going the extra mile, we created a home for them that goes beyond the basics. A place where they can explore, graze, and live as freely as possible. We thought we'd built them the perfect home.
What are you doing up here?
But sometimes, no matter how far we go, there's more to learn and more to do.
Yeah. Oh, I think it's that gourd. The wild cucumber.
Our pigs decided they wanted a bit more adventure, and when we got this picture of them on the road, we realised it was time for us to go the extra mile again. Not by expanding their space, but by reinforcing their safety. Today we're sharing our journey of building a secure, safe place for our pigs and the life lessons that come with it. Going the extra mile may look a little different each time, but the rewards are always worth it. For ourselves, our loved ones, and our community. Well, almost the entire drove are out roaming the land. Even her young friend here stayed within the confines of their beautiful home. However, as is often the case, the actions of some will affect all, as we move everyone into a new, secure enclosure.
And it's very important for you to understand is that electric fencing is just a psychological barrier. It's not a hard physical fencing. And that's the most important thing to learn out of this video, is that at the end of the day, if something spooks them bad enough, this electric fence is not going to stop them from getting out.
What I have here is just a 3-strand electric fence.
They actually escaped and ran away. I don't want you guys to go through that as well. So once they're out in the woods, what we use is a 2-strand electric fence. Even though pigs are very big and heavy and strong, they're probably one of the easiest animals to control with the electric fence. We only use 2 strands, and the tallest strand is only about a foot off the ground. Pigs, because they naturally walk with their head down, they're rooting around on the ground, will run into the electric wire easily with their nose, which is very wet, and they'll get a good shock. Now we train.
Long-term viewers of our show will vouch that Nick and I love our animals, and that includes their safety too. We would love for all our animals to roam free on our 72 acres. Yet, for the benefit of all other animals and for the safety of our pigs, we have to have them contained. They escape time and time again. Now here is the point at which you have a choice. You can get frustrated, like I used to, or, and in my case now, learn and grow, and see the lesson in any situation. So this time, without fail, we're going to do it properly and go the extra mile. Poor Nick having to do 120 isolators. How many squats is that, Nick? We use 30 1.8 meter star pickets, 1.5 kilometers of mild tensile wire that we're going to use for the electric fencing, 750 meters of barbed wire, and 2 rounds of poly tape. Now that should keep an elephant in. In fact, it will probably keep a goat in. And what pig is going to resist all of this vegetation to root through? So we've got the gate up, the posts are strained. What's next? Ingeniously, we strapped the wire runner, I don't know the official word for it, to the slasher, and then we pulled it down to a point, tied it off the post, and drove Miss Massey up along the fence line, thus rolling the wire out. Oh, we nearly forgot one thing, the pig's house.
That side's good.
Okay. Right.
Yep. Yep. Yep, clear. Probably fine just there, isn't it? Love, do you want it up high so it doesn't get wet?
Now that we've got the home in, we can carry on with the fencing and get it all buttoned up. Really?
Bugger.
Stand clear, everyone. That looks like a glorious, glorious fence. Pigs are going to be happy in there and content, and they're never, ever going to want to leave.
So with such great fencing, where did these pigs escape from? Yep, you guessed it.
Easily with their nose, which is very wet, and they'll get a good shock.
Well, they did get a good shock, and they willingly take another one getting back in the fence to eat, as you'll hear right now.
Oh. Ouch.
These pigs just brace themselves and run on through. They just love their freedom. They choose their price
Ouch, ouch.
because they know and love their prize.
Matter? Hey? It's not good that they're just jumping in, though, is it?
Come on then, come to the gate. Hey, love.
Pig. Come on. Pig. Come on, pig.
Oh, leave me.
Pig. 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 Pig, pig. Come on, pig. Pig, pig. Come on.
We certainly went the extra mile here, don't you think? Our problem is our previous fencing. Once a pig experiences their freedom through the fence, they will never respect the fence again. Our only hope is to keep our next generation of pigs in with even better fencing.
Hit the playlist. Go get a wine. Get some snacks. Binge watch. Binge watch. Don't watch that one. No. No. It's playlist.
Hit the fucking playlist. If you like this video, you're gonna love this one.
Hit the playlist.